buddy. Decided to come back out to that wilderness area where I spotted that bear that one time. Because there's no hunting in here. General gun season everywhere I like to go. So I came out to this spot because, like I said, there ain't any hunting going on here. It's a recreational trail. It does have some small little patches, you know, of thick woods here. But I noticed some weird stuff, like all these oak leaves and little oak branches scattered all over the ground. And it's kind of unusual because I only ever kind of see that sort of thing after a hurricane. So I started looking around and I spotted some great big old bear poop. And lots of scratches in the trees and some ripped up logs and things like that. So, kind of spotted a couple of tracks here and there, and I'm gonna come in here, see if I can spot anything. No promises, but this is a pretty wild location, so. It is really pretty in here though. It's kind of wide open. You can really see deep into the woods. So some of this wood that's being torn up here is pretty fresh because a bear will go in there looking for, you know, grubs and, you know, beetles. And look, there's a great big old deuce right there. It's really gross because it's got some mildew or something on it. It's older, but you can see there's another one, big one. So this is a really popular little spot because I've been spotting big piles of poo like throughout this section of woods. See that there? Some claw marks. It's a really cool spot. I have to keep my eye on this place. Just up here, where I spotted all that fallen oak leaves and things, there's some scratches in the tree. Let's go check that out right now. I noticed all these leaves on the trail here, and the only time I've ever really seen this many leaves, especially green ones out of these live oaks, is after a hurricane or something. And it made me start looking up and start actually, wait a minute, what would cause this? And there's no fallen branches, there hasn't been any real major storms. So I started looking at the trunk of the tree and I noticed that it had all these little claw marks in it, really cool. Some of them have that little serpentine shape to it. Some of the damage down here is fresh. So that's what made me start looking around and see some of the, you know, signs. And it turns out that this little spot right here is really popular little area for bears. So I'm going to keep my eyes open and come back to this spot more often. Because we got fresh water down here. We got lots of palmetto. And in there we have lots of fallen trees and trunks and things like that that they can open up and get beetle grubs out of. But you can see the claw marks in this tree, like clear as a bell. Right there, clear as a bell. That's really cool. They go all the way up. Well, I'll just have to keep my eyes open because capturing another one of those guys on film, especially at this time of day, is a really exciting challenge for me. I'll keep my eyes open. Look how defined this claw mark is. On the trail in, I noticed that there was a lot of people, a lot of activity. So I don't think anything's going to be up near the trail right now. Still, I only have About an hour and a half, 2 hours of daylight left. So I'm gonna start heading back soon. Look at all kinds of mushrooms growing out here. I'm not really good at identifying mushrooms, but I do like them. They're cool. I know what a couple types are, but I have no idea what these are. But I do know that they have one of those glow-in-the-dark type mushrooms growing in Florida somewhere. I'm not sure what type it is. I think jack-o'-lantern mushroom or something. I'm not too sure. Look at that. Another huge pile. Alright. I'm gonna quietly make my way out of here. And get back out on the trail because it's gonna be dark in less than half an hour. Alright. Change course here real quick. Take the path of least resistance because that is the least noisy. Like that. Discovering that little spot is really good for me because I'll come out here during an odd time of the week where things are kind of slow, and spend a good few hours hidden in there somewhere, keeping my eyes open. So I might be able to capture some really nice, bright daytime footage of some of these black bears that roam around out here. I remember one night I came in here and I stayed a little too late. And I spotted one across one of these canals, and the only thing that you could really see was its eyes, glinting back at me. They were real wide. It was a big animal, kept bobbing its head. But you can hear the sound of it chomping its mouth. But it was really far away. I'm seeing something over there. I'm not sure what it is. I'm gonna check it out. There is a bear right there. There's a nice big black bear right there. I stopped because I saw something dark. But there is definitely a big old black bear. Let's see if I can capture it. Somebody came along the trail, and the bear turned around and started heading off into the woods. So, doing something really stupid, kind of followed it in. And those things are, like I said in the past, they're like ghosts. They make no noise. I don't know how like a 500-pound animal can walk through these woods and not make a sound, but they can do it. Anywhere. This tree is very climbable, so he could be right above my head and I wouldn't even know it. But that was really cool. I did not expect that to happen. So I'm just kind of listening now, and see any type of movement that I do is going to make a lot of noise. So he's going to hear me coming and possibly smell me too. I'm going to look around a little bit more, see if I can spot him. But yeah, it's gonna start getting dark soon, so I gotta head on out of here. But what a fantastic experience. And sometimes these cats just barely leave any tracks around either. Looking for signs like that. Big creatures moving by. Alright, there's some really large sounds coming from over here. There's lots of bear scat all over the ground. I'm in his living room, so this is actually really dangerous. I don't want to scare him, because he could attack me. See what I mean? There's some very large sounds. It could just be stuff falling out of the trees, or it could be him stepping on a large branch. He might have forgotten about me by now. He could be trying to forage for like those grubs and dead wood. I figured he wouldn't move like directly away from the sound from the trail, but sort of around it. But I could be wrong. That's just I'm thinking about the fact that these are pretty smart animals. Just a few more minutes of looking around a little bit and I'll turn around and head out. See, look here. More bear, but there's a lot back there. So like I said, I think that's a really popular spot. This is cool. This here is a nice big pig waller. It's a good one too. Look here. See the tracks and everything. I really like this spot. And I have seen pig back here a lot. Alright, made it out to the main trail. Now let's make our way out of here. Hopefully, we'll see another one. Alright. Well, that's about it. I'm almost to the parking area. I didn't see anything else. But that bear's got me really excited. So I'm completely unfocused on this trail. So I keep tripping. But I'm all excited. I keep going over and over in my head what I could have done better, you know, to get better footage. you know. So anyway, what I got is good anyway because I got something. It makes me really excited. But yeah, this evening's really, really pleasant. Really nice temperatures. There's a trail back there. Woo. Yeah, this place always keeps me really excited because every time I come here, something happens. I always see something. But I gotta start coming out here in the middle of the week when it's really nice and quiet. So everything's all settled down and I'll hunker down into the weeds or something back in that area. Just stay nice and quiet and see if I can spot something then. We could try that. But anyways, guys, I appreciate y'all coming along today. Thank you very much. And like always, take care.